Welcome to the podcast.
Dick all over his face.
Tried it once with pimento loaves, and people just stopped hanging out with
Oh my god, is it maple butter?
me. I miss my hair.
Hey, Ma, that one's not smiling.
What up, everybody? Welcome to You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Wilson, and with me today, my co-host, Seamus Rogers. Seamus, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How's it going, everybody? How's it going, boys?
Super dupes. Also with me, to my left, to my right, to my perpendicular, up, down, all around, Gregory Hoey. How you doing today, Greg?
I'm doing great, and that's straight from the horse's mouth.
Oh, shit. Speaking of horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker? Hello?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking from the horse's mouth, today's episode is about historical, commonly used phrases. Now, there's a lot of them here, folks, and some of the origins that you might not even realize. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it hard on the Crust cast today. So let's get ready. Greg, I want you to kick us off. What do you got for us today, brother?
Well, I mean, straight from the horse's mouth. I mean, this one's said to come from the 1900s when buyers could determine a horse's age by examining its teeth. It's also why you shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, as inspecting a gift is considered bad etiquette. But
Okay.
Go with that one where I introduce in the old intros, straight from the old horse's mouth.
Yes.
So, is it rude to shake the box and guess what's inside? Or you're not supposed to look at what they gave you?
I think it depends what part of the country you're from.
No, I don't think you're supposed to look at it. You're supposed to take it and open it at your own.
Or is it like speaking of animals, or like an illegal sex slave or something? You're not supposed to.
Well, if the box is making noises, you're probably just going to want to open it up because oxygen is important.
What kind of box are we talking about?
Seamus could be talking about a packing crate, I believe.
Ah, okay.
Well, that does remind me of an idiom. Not a box, but let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, it's number 2 on my list right there. Woo!
Meaning to mistakenly reveal a secret. Origin, around the 1700s, a common street fraud included replacing valuable pigs with less valuable cats and selling them in bags. So when a cat got out of the bag, the jig was up.
Oh, shit.
Man, how the hell could that cat be quiet? I'm sure the jig was right up the whole time.
I mean, maybe they drugged the cat. I don't know.
It's horrible.
This is probably why nowadays we sell our hogs in plastic transparent bags so we know what we're buying.
Finally.
When I was working in Boston, like I picked up meat and cheese and all sorts of stuff, produce, sent it to Puerto Rico. And we used to pick up like whole hogs and like they were just like skinned and bloodied and like they weren't even in a bag. Like it was just fucking gross. I was just handed a pig. I was like, yeah.
What do you mean when you were driving the trucks?
Yeah, when I was driving in Boston.
So how do you just pick up a fucking bloody pig?
I put it in a box. I'd have to like take, but of course I'd always have gloves. I always had gloves. I dealt with fish, and of course like occasionally some like carcasses.
These must be small pigs.
Yeah, it fit in like we called it a Rocky box, and like a Rocky box would hold like a 12-pound tuna and like maybe a salmon and some fucking PEI mussels. I don't know.
12 pounds of Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah.
And for you listeners who aren't aware, that's a list of foods that Greg would never eat.
Oh, fuck. Ugh, disgusting.
I probably wouldn't eat anything you delivered.
No, I got some sick steaks. There's some great steaks. We got some good vegetables, some sweet desserts. Remember, I used to get that cake for my birthday every time from Sweet Desserts. Look those cakes up. The strawberry La Bamba. God damn.
Sounds yummy.
Strawberry La Bamba.
Oh, yeah. Reggie!
Maybe my favorite Lou Diamond Phillips movie.
Ooh, good stuff. I mean, I would go with Young Guns 1 or 2, but you know,
Yeah.
I did just see some fucking movie with him in it, and he doesn't look like he's aged a day.
it's Lou Diamond Phillips, bro. Of course, he hasn't aged a day.
Didn't he die of heroin like 20 years ago?
I thought I did.
He's back.
I hadn't seen him so long. I just assumed he was dead.
He hasn't aged a day because he's undead.
Well, his middle name is Diamond.
He's a fucking witch. Oh, yeah? Well, what happened to Dustin Diamond?
Oh, shit. Too soon, Seamus. Too soon. Rest in peace, Screech Powers.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Screech Powers, something he should have done a long time ago was bury the hatchet, boys. Bury the hatchet. Now, this means to end a quarrel or a conflict and perhaps become friends with one. But its origin was during negotiations between the Puritans and the Native Americans. Men would bury all of their weapons, making them inaccessible. Which seems a little, like a bit much. I feel like they could have just put them far away.
Yeah, but if they're all out in the open, if they're stuck in wood, everybody can see.
Well, the Native Americans were pretty crafty. Couldn't they have made some sort of lockbox?
You're going to trust a Native American with your weapons?
I've seen a Native American cry because someone threw trash on the ground. So
I shouldn't say that from the other perspective because I don't know who, it could have been the Native American back then. I know I wasn't born then, but I'm saying they didn't trust each other. So they're not going to trust the lockbox of another.
Rightfully so. I feel like things didn't really pan out for the Native Americans.
I mean, I feel like back in the day, you could probably pick up said lockbox and just carry it away, maybe.
Yeah. Edit that about trusting a Native American because there's no reason to think they're not trustworthy.
Right.
If anything, the white man is untrustworthy.
No. Edit that. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, shit. That was awful. Speaking of awful, what's your next one, Greg?
Well, how about bite the bullet, meaning to perform a painful task or endure an unpleasant situation. In the origin in the 1800s, patients would literally bite on a bullet to cope with the pain of having surgery before anesthesia was common.
Can you imagine that? Like having them saw off one of your limbs without any anesthesia and being awake.
Oh my God. No.
Here's a sip of whiskey and a bullet.
I don't think I could get a tattoo, so I don't think I could handle them cutting like a limb off for me.
Did you guys Did you guys ever see that episode of Deadwood where fucking Al Swearingen had I think he had syphilis or something, and they stuck a fucking 15-inch steel rod up the head of his man part?
Yikes.
Yeah, I think I need more than a bullet to bite on for that shit.
Oh yeah, man.
Man, just kill me.
Fucking bite the pistol.
Yeah.
And then pull the trigger.
Give me a loaded bullet before I let you do that.
Some people are into that, Seamus. Don't kink shame.
Hey.
I didn't mean to. It's just not my bag.
How do you think I got this chip on my tooth? Just kidding. It was a dab pen related. So.
Oh, jeez.
Now he only fools around with good pens.
Or was it?
Seamus, I believe you said a dab pen.
Oh.
Yeah, dab. Fucking, like the kids do.
Yeah.
Dab. I get it. A dab sounds soft, though.
It is soft.
I find the world of dabs to be extremely complicated and more trouble than it's worth. You kids are really need to make smoking pot the most complicated thing of all time, no?
Right?
Not if you have an e-nail. If you have an e-nail, it just heats it up. I'm not a dab guy. Some buds like a 24% THC or whatever, like up in the 20s to 30s, whatever, and you get 90% of the THC in a dab or one of those. Pretty sure it's something close to that. So yeah, I'm all set with that. But there's definitely easier ways so you're not like looking like a crackhead. But yeah,
I get it. It gets you extremely high, but yeah, like Ryan said, it's a lot of work or a lot.
Yeah,
It does.
And like I remember, every time I watch my buddy Bill take a dab hit, I think he's going to die.
it looks like he's gonna, and he coughs probably.
He's just coughing for 3 minutes straight, and I think he's going to hack up his lung.
I feel like just to set it up, it looks like the fucking montage from Monster Squad when they're making all the silver bullets and shit.
Yeah, Rick's old roommate, he was downstairs, and every morning, like when I come to pick him up, you'd hear like he was like dying down there. Like, yo, he's taking a fucking dab hit all the time. His other roommate would like fucking yell at him, getting mad at him. He's like, Jesus, shut the fuck up.
It's like the lone drinker that drinks himself into his grave. You know, cirrhosis of the liver. Just people dabbing downstairs and by themselves in the morning and throughout the day.
I mean, it doesn't sound healthy, like the coughing and stuff, but I know you're not inhaling the plant matter, so it's like it's healthier to smoke, but it doesn't sound healthier to smoke. Smoke is bad, kids.
Don't dab.
Last time I tried it, it was I was high as shit. And I just sat there watching Mystery Science Theater 3000, giggling like a schoolgirl all night.
That's a good thing to watch.
Yes.
You don't take anything seriously.
No, it's a great show.
I really wanted to eat mushrooms tonight before the show.
I've had a bag of mushrooms at my house for like fucking almost a year now, and I'm like, someday I'm going to take these.
It would have been just like a microdose, but I don't want to, ruin the show.
Microdosing's all the rage these days,
Yeah.
Greg.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I know.
They're saying microdosing might be the cure to schizophrenia. How fucked up is that?
It's got me cured. Hey!
I know. You haven't seen schizophrenic in years.
Yeah, it's been a couple years, actually.
Huh. We're all proud of you. Yeah, it's almost like you're a big wig now. Huh? A big wig?
Oh, see what you did there.
Oh.
Yeah, that means you do think you're an important person, especially in a particular sphere or a group. Back in the 18th century, of course, the most important political figures would wear the biggest wigs. Hence today, influential people are called bigwigs. And I'm sad that practice stopped because I think everyone should be running around with powdered wigs still.
Should definitely have a powdered wig party.
I was listening to one of the No Dogs in Space episodes. I forgot which punk band it was, but it was an American punk band that had to go before the judges in England, and they were wearing all the powdered wigs and shit, and they couldn't fucking stop laughing and stuff.
It would have been cooler if they showed up in powdered wigs.
No, they just didn't realize it. I forgot who it was, but it was fucking hilarious though.
Of course, that wouldn't get you very far with the judges showing up with their wigs or outdoing them.
Sure.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. They take shit very serious left there. Over there.
Got my wig did today.
Done did my wig.
I definitely love any. I enjoy the timepiece TV shows too, where you get to see people fucking all powdered up in the big wigs and shit.
Yeah, like Highlander.
Exactly like Highlander. That's exactly what I was referencing.
Fucking
USA, baby. Back in the day, you had Renegade and Highlander back to back. Fucking A.
That's some hair going on.
Heroes welcome. That was their slogan, right? Heroes welcome.
Yeah, I think so.
USA.
Good callback.
Heroes welcome.
All right, Seamus, you got one for us?
Butter someone up, meaning to praise or flatter someone, usually to gain a favor. The origin is a customary religious act in ancient India, included throwing butter balls at the statues of gods to seek good fortune and their favor. I'm thinking maybe birds do this as well. They shit on us from above in the hopes of good fortune. or maybe they have a scoring system similar to ours. Like when we're referring to hitting something with your car, they have their own scoring and more points for an expensive suit or someone that just got their wig did.
I think that's great to think about, that birds have a scoring system.
Right.
I mean, that's if you believe that birds are real.
Oh, they're totally not. What do you think this pandemic's been all about? They've been changing the batteries.
Oh shit. So yeah, birds.
Not to butter you up, but it sounds like you have an amazing list right here because I think we have the same exact list.
These days you go and throw butter on a statue, though they just call it vandalism.
I mean, I don't know why. If I were a god and you threw butter on my statue, I would smote you on the spot.
Really? For what? Making you more delicious?
Oh my God, is it maple butter?
Well, I don't want to be eaten. And for being pompous enough to think that you could ever taste this.
Butter melts.
So do my followers.
Maple butter, you had maple butter? It's so fucking dang. I used to have Melanie take maple butter and put it in her purse when we were leaving the what the fuck is that place in Hampton? This place in Hampton has the fucking sickest maple butter. Just go there and eat rolls from the drawer all day long.
All day long. Texas Roadhouse has a delicious apple butter they put on their rolls.
Apple butter. Interesting.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. That's the funniest place to go eat because the wait staff has to wear shirts that say, "I love my job." And then later on, you get to watch them fucking country line dance with the deadest eyes you've ever seen in your entire life.
Hey, Ma, that one's not smiling.
But Ma, their shirt clearly says they love their job, but she looks dead on the inside.
It's irony.
It's true irony. I agree.
Oh, the ironing.
All right, Master Hoey, back to you. What you got, brother?
Well, speaking of Master Hoey, the best, hands down. What up? Origin winning hands down, once referred to the 19th century horse racing when a jockey could remove his hands from the reins and still win the race because he was so far ahead.
Damn. I wish he just removed his hands altogether.
Ooh. Be interesting. Jockey racing with no hands. Just hold tight with your wrist.
So put your hands down my pants, and I bet you feel nuts.
Ooh, the best by far. Hands down.
I don't know if I've ever won anything hands down. Except that one controversial episode of You Gonna Eat That Crust where Greg didn't know that Elf's real name was Gordon Shumway.
But I thought about that as well, too. It's not about the name. It's the name of the show. I didn't need to know his name. I need to know, is the show called Gordon Shumway?
You got the extra points for knowing the name of the character, Greg.
Yeah, but I didn't even know his last name. His name's Elf.
You didn't even know his first name. His name's Gordon. It's not Elf Gordon Shumway.
So what? How much did I win by?
You lost by a lot after I reconfigured the score. You're actually down in the negatives.
No way.
You probably won't even win the next game because you're going to start with a negative.
Be fast or you're last. Hands
I'm pretty
down.
sure I won that game hands down. Every game we played that involves TV, movies, or music, or games, or anything.
I believe I won the music.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I want a rematch.
Fine.
I need to sing. I need to hit those notes.
You definitely need to redeem yourself.
I do. That was back before we got, decent, before people could tolerate us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean it's all this time you had pre-recordings on your shows? Somebody singing for you?
Ron was doing it for a couple times, but I fired him because he was a piece of shit. He wasn't bringing anything to the table.
There's no good Rons. Everybody knows that.
I know a great Ron.
Is his first name Great?
Only to those who know him.
Ron the Great. Always Ron the Great.
Well, next time you see Ron, do me a favor. Say bye to him and then take one for the road, Seamus. What is one for the road, you may ask? It's your final drink before leaving a place. During the Middle Ages, the condemned ones were taken through what today is known as the Oxford Street to their execution. During this final trip, the cart would stop and they would be allowed to have one final drink before their death. What would your final drink be, Greg?
Does it have to be alcoholic?
It can be whatever the hell you want, bro.
I'd like a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, God.
AKA Dirty Pepsi. Give it to me. Dr. Pepper's the best soda, but soda's horrible for you. Don't drink soda. It's horrible.
If you're marching me to my death and you offer me a drink, I'm asking for Haterade.
Haterade's kind of gross.
Yeah, no, I guess I would probably just want the strongest spirit you had.
I changed my mind. I want a milkshake.
I'll drink your milkshake.
What's the most complicated? I've never been a bartender. What's the most complicated alcoholic beverage you can make? That's what I'd be ordering.
Shit, like the Puritan from Manchester, you can have the fucking sick mudslide that is just
yeah. Because I feel like anytime I'm at and I order like summertime, I'll order like a frozen mudslide. I feel like I pissed the bartender off.
Place in Manchester, the Puritan has the best mudslides, hands down.
Excuse me, barkeep. Can I get a scorpion bowl for 4, please?
Oh, yeah. And I'll drink it myself.
Obviously.
Did I tell you that story? When my dad first tried the scorpion bowl, like we drove to where Corona Pizza was, when it was the Chinese restaurant, and we had a scorpion bowl. I think I split one with somebody, and my dad, I think he split one with somebody, then had one by himself. But he was like shit faced. It was hilarious, and he ended up having I'd walk home with him because he drove there. But it was his first scorpion bowl experience. And you're just like, this fantastic. Is good. This tastes really good.
I'm surprised you didn't have to go to the hospital because stomach pumped. I was seeing where you got it from.
Oh. No, my dad can. Actually, no, can't really handle his liquor. He doesn't really drink, though. He's not really. He just I've seen my dad. Like, my dad's the type of drinker where he's like, he has a 6-pack that will last him the whole year. And he literally will if it's been 2 years old and it's sitting on the closet warm, he'll crack it and drink it. It's
well, I've never even seen my dad with a beer, so
I never even see my dad.
Oh. He's the master of the mudslides, though. A lot of my friends really want to party with my dad with mudslides because when we partied up, he fucking gets the blender out and is making mudslides.
Your dad is a gracious host.
He is.
We've touched on that a lot. I remember I tried to go to the Dynasty with a bunch of people once. We all tried to order scorpion bowls for 2 by ourselves. And the waitress comes over and says, guys, you can't order a scorpion bowl for 2 for each member of the table.
Then we'll take water. That's what she said.
Well, no, actually, we were already drinking before we tried to do that. And then the lady's like, do you even have IDs? And 2 of us were still underage. And then I just saw the original waiter who came up to our table do the walk of shame out of the door for letting us drink without IDing us.
Oh, she got fired?
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Or sent home for the day, maybe, but who knows?
Maybe. Let's go with that. This was the 90s. Times were wilder back then. You understand? All right, Seamus, what do you got for us?
I got an older one. You don't hear it so much anymore, but don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Meaning is to look for avoidable errors so you don't remove something good with the bad. This idiom allegedly comes from a time when the household bathed in the same water. First the Lord would bathe, then the men of the house, the lady, the woman, the children, and the babies last. The bathwater is said to have been so dirty that there was a risk of throwing the baby out with the water once everyone was done bathing. So this was the original dumpster baby. Before there were dumpsters, we had bathwater babies.
Ooh, there's a baby in this bathwater.
I like to say I would be chivalrous and let the lady of the house have the first bath, but it's kind of gross. I haven't had a bath in 25 years.
Oh, we talked about that the other day.
Yeah, we were. I don't like the idea of sitting in my own filth, let alone somebody else's.
You need to clean your tub, take a shower, and then take a bath. It's the shit. Especially get a hemp balm and just let it fucking bubble your body. Bubbles.
And I don't have time I barely have time to shower, let alone draw a bath.
I do my business in the bathroom and I'm out.
I know. We know, buddy. One wipe and gone.
One clean
Not
pinch.
true. I'm very meticulous about my clean butthole.
It's
What do you think about bidets? I really want to get a bidet.
I actually was looking at it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Water in the butt. Yeah.
I feel like sometimes, no matter how many times you wipe your ass, it's still dirty. So I feel like a bidet is the way to go.
I mean, you got wet wipes, but obviously that's just bad for the environment and bad for your
Septic
system.
Yes,
septic
yes.
system.
Sure. And I speaking of throwing the baby out with the bathwater, I have to recycle, being a resident of Maine, and there's not a box for babies anywhere in the recycling room. So I get it.
Yeah, because you just dump them out the window or something.
You have to recycle in Maine.
Yes, Greg.
I'm just
Being a resident, you should know we care about our state.
I do care about our state.
But you just asked me if you have to recycle in Maine, and how long have you been a resident now?
2 months almost.
Go back to Massachusetts.
Coming from a guy who thinks he's so woke.
So woke. It's fucking 9:35 and I'm still awake. Fucking so woke, bro.
You're the wokenest one on the podcast for sure.
For sure, dude. Fucking march. I go to marches in my PlayStation, like a network PlayStation, like I'm fucking. What up?
Yeah, I'm just glad, even though you are a white knight social justice warrior, you never give me the cold shoulder.
Ow! Shit.
So you never reject or you're deliberately unfriendly to me, and I appreciate that about you, Greg. It's a very non-judgmental relationship we have. But the origin of this saying is, while now it's considered to call someone rude, back in the day it was an act of politeness. During medieval times in England, after everyone was done feasting, the host would give his guest a cold piece of meat from the shoulder of the beef or pork as a way of showing that it was time for everyone else to leave.
Cool.
You don't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck out and take this cold meat.
Anytime you want to be like, all right, time to pass the meat. I want to go home and play. I want to go to bed and play Xbox.
You wouldn't even make it to the party, bro. You're already on your Xbox.
Yeah, that's right. Like, can we stream this? Hello?
Greg's the biggest fan of Zoom parties.
Hell yeah.
I wish I was still a custom of today instead of everyone awkwardly not knowing when it's okay to leave. Especially when you have those people who don't know when it's time to leave. They just keep hanging out. And it's like 3 a.m. and they're just like, you're just there with your significant other and they just keep talking to you. And
that's your Colin Robinson.
Yes, for sure. So I think I'm just going to bring like a ham wherever I go and hand him the piece of meat and you'll know what it means. You'll know.
When I have like people at my house, I just give them a cold piece of turkey bacon.
That's lovely of you.
And it means you're not welcome back.
Tried it once with pimento loaf and people just stopped hanging out with me.
When people come to my house, I turn a blind eye.
Why? What do you mean, Greg?
To consequently ignore unwanted information. The phrase, to turn a blind eye, is said to originate with Admiral Horatio Nelson, who allegedly looked through his telescope using his blind eye to avoid signals from his superior, telling him to withdraw from the battle.
So,
damn.
I actually read about this guy. He was like, he was given an order to disengage, and he disregarded it. Said he didn't see his orders, and ended up winning a decisive battle. And the guy who gave him the orders was like disgraced, and he took his job.
Oh shit! So it was just.
Yeah, because he ended up winning the battle.
So sometimes to turn a blind eye is a good thing.
I find it hard to turn a blind eye if someone's like just a scumbag, especially if you have to be around them all the time. And it's like, I hate everything you stand for, yet I'm forced to be with you all day long.
We're kind of going into a society where we're forced to turn a blind eye to like everything.
Shit.
Because you don't want to offend someone.
It's true. Not Greg, though.
Not me. I'm armed to the teeth.
Oh, shit. All right. Seamus, I believe that brings us back to you.
How about cost of an arm and a leg, meaning extremely expensive. The story goes that this phrase originated from 18th century paintings, as famous people like George Washington would have their portraits done without certain limbs showing, because apparently having limbs showing is said to have cost more.
No shit.
No shit. Would have been an extremely expensive painting back in the day if my penis was in
it. Why?
Moving on.
I feel like you're showing us your true colors right now, Seamus.
What's that?
It's when we reveal one's character intentions, especially when they're disreputable or dishonorable. The origin was to confuse the enemy's warships, who would use multiple flags. However, warfare rules dictate that ships must show its actual flag before firing, and hence, the ships would then display its true colors. Whew.
I thought it was like after victory, they would like be proud of me flying all their flags.
Well, I think you're wrong, because this website that I'm reading off of clearly knows what they're talking about.
I'm sure they know more than me, so I won't.
They're just saying like, hey, yo, it's our homies, and then they get shot at, and then it's like, that's not our homies. That's not our homies at all.
Shit.
Don't shoot your homies.
Don't shoot your homies.
I feel like that's what's kept our friendship so vibrant over all these years. Like, not one of you has shot at me, and I've definitely deserved it a couple times.
I've never shot a gun in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
You know where you live now?
That's because he's woke.
What up? What's up? No, I don't. I'm all for people having gun rights. That's fine. I just don't. I choose not to shoot guns. It's just me. What's up? I'm awake now.
I saw a kid at the dollar store yesterday in Janko jeans, a wife beater with what appeared to be a pistol in his back pocket, but I think it was a BB gun, but still.
Yeah.
Kid was strapping hard.
That is a fan of Twisted.
I mean, in those pants, is that gun just going to like roll around like, is he going to Plexico Burris himself? For all you sports fans out there.
They wear big pockets. And I mean, I got to say, like, people who openly carry firearms must have the tiniest dicks you've ever seen in your entire life. I mean, no disrespect
except
to
you boys in blue.
No disrespect, he said.
Dude, I don't want to hold the door open for someone in Cumberland Farms or whatever, and they got a fucking pistol strapped to their fucking side. Is like, you're that fucking nervous living in fucking New England, something's gonna go down. Like, get over yourself.
It's not about that. It's about being prepared. If you don't have it and something goes down, it's like, why don't you just drive around without car insurance then? Why do you have house insurance?
It's the law in Maine to have car insurance.
Why do you have life insurance?
Did you say white?
Even if it wasn't the law here, I would still have car insurance.
My old neighbor in New Hampshire used to mow his lawn strapped, shirtless.
Again, you never know.
Yeah, I know that grass is pretty rugged.
Well, I'm sure that somebody. There's probably been a few people in the history of the world that have been slain on their lawn while mowing, in the process of mowing their lawn.
Yeah, you're probably right. And you never know. This is Rochester.
Go read any article about people who fucking end up using their fucking gun rights to protect themselves. 9 out of 10 times they end up in jail anyway. Even if motherfuckers break into their house and you shoot at them, you still end up in jail. So I think our, whatever.
That's fucked up laws.
I think you're just making up statistics.
Whatever. The only thing
just turn a blind eye. Turn a blind eye.
When I don't carry it openly because I don't want to make people uncomfortable or nervous, but I don't care if you do. It doesn't bother me.
Oh. Well, I didn't mean to upset you then, Seamus. I see why.
It didn't upset me.
Oh,
I just argue the other side's point on almost any occasion, even if I don't agree with it. There's always another perspective.
Yeah, I'm completely cool with it too. It just doesn't make me any more comfortable like seeing it. But
I get it, and like I said, that's why I wouldn't walk
Okay.
around on my
I mean,
side.
if you're going to carry one in your car or whatever, and you have a permit, that's fine. But I don't think you need to fucking go into Walgreens with a fucking pistol strapped to you. You don't need to go into the Chuck E. Cheese with a fucking pistol strapped to your side. Like, I mean, it's part of the problem, guys.
You also don't need to wear sparkly jeans, but if you think you look fly in them.
who are you talking to, man? I'm the wokest. I know that. I got a pair on right now.
Some rhinestone jeans.
Yeah, because I'm a rhinestone cowboy.
All right, Greg, that brings us back to you, big fella. What do you got?
Well, I got, back in the day, I would let one's hair down,
Why? What do you mean, Greg?
like to relax or be at ease. Because I don't do that anymore lately. I'm just so busy all the time. It's just life is a grind. It's just chewing me up like hamburger meat and spitting me out. Origin, in public, the aristocratic women of medieval times were obligated to appear in the elegant hair doss that were usually pulled up. The only time they would let their hair down was when they came home and relaxed.
I gotta put my hair up in a little man bun when I'm at work, whenever I'm around the food. So the second I finish putting saran wrap across the last fucking container of food, I'm letting that shit fly free. Like the American flag on the 4th of July.
Let me just say that anyone who can let one's hair down, I'm jealous of you. I miss my hair.
Well, you should name your band after, I don't know, hair loss or something, perhaps.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will.
Fantastic. Seamus, what do you got?
Close but no cigar.
That's a good one.
Meaning to have fallen just short of a successful outcome. Believe it or not, the carnival games at American Fairgrounds used to have cigars as prizes. When someone lost a game by a narrow margin, they would be close but get no cigar. And this is why back in the day, kids loved the carnival. We have a winner here. How old are you, kid? 10 years old, you say? Old enough, I say. A little cigar never hurt anybody.
Well, I'll say that one of the first carnival prizes I remember winning was fucking roach clips with a feather attached to them when I was a little kid. I was like, what are these for? And my aunt's just like, I'll take those.
That's really funny. What are you going to do with a feather? Oh, don't you worry.
I used to smoke mad cigars with fucking Pinocchio at Pleasure Island.
Oh, shit. You got sick off that shit.
Till we turned into donkeys.
And then what?
I missed that reference.
It's from the fucking hit film Pinocchio. It's about, I don't know, 60, 70 years old. You could probably catch it anywhere streaming.
Hated it. Disney.
Hated it.
Just kidding. It was a good movie.
Was it?
Was it Pleasure Island? What was the place he went?
Sorry.
They were getting ready to go there. They were smoking cigars with his buddy and he started turning into a donkey.
I don't know if that matters.
Okay, well, it matters to me.
Well, you could stream it on Disney Plus for $13.99 a month. Maybe $11.99.
I share with some. I share all my accounts. Don't worry about it.
You go back and watch those old Disney movies and fucking realize they were racist as fuck.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Pleasure Island is a cursed island within the amusement park of the 1940 film Pinocchio, where it's shown to turn mischievous young boys into donkeys.
I'd live on Pleasure Island if I could.
Oh, shit, you can be in the remake. You can be the live action.
I'm hoping.
You can be his buddy. It turns into a donkey.
There's a lot of wood over there.
And I'll be Pinocchio, the real boy.
Well, I don't want to steal anyone's thunder, boys.
Oh.
What does that mean? It means to win praise for oneself by preempting someone else's attempt to impress. Origin, playwright John Dennis, who back in the 18th century made a machine that could nicely mimic the sound of thunder for his play. Sadly, his play wasn't a success, but someone had taken note of his clever invention When later on in another theater, Dennis found someone who had copied his Thunder machine and was using it without credit. He got mad, really mad. Someone had stole his thunder. Whew.
Oh shit!
Right? That's a tough one right there. Poor guy. I feel like that's been happening to me my whole life, though.
But then he just made a lightning machine.
Feel like maybe you should have just made a Thunder Buddy.
We could all use a Thunder Buddy sometimes.
I have a Thunder Buddy.
What's his name?
It's her. It's Quinn. My dog.
Oh my god, that is so nice.
She straight up sleeps under the covers, so she's my Thunder Buddy.
That's weird.
She sleep under the covers every time, or just when it's light and thunder?
She'll sleep on top of the cover sometimes, but usually she goes underneath every time.
My Thunder Buddy, Miss Molly the cat, just left us a fifth mouse in 2 weeks. This one, no head on my living room carpet when I got home today.
Nice. So, congratulations.
Cats are adorable. I am proud. I mean, I appreciate it, but it's going to make me think twice next time she wants to, like, lick my face or some shit. Like, how about not do that?
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
What do you mean?
No, just saying that. I think it's my turn.
Oh, all right, great. I guess that brings us back to Seamus.
All right. Would you say I'm riding shotgun? Riding in the front seat of the vehicle next to the driver. In the Wild West, the person who sat next to the driver was often equipped with a shotgun to kill any robbers that might happen upon the coach. And if only this were still legal. You had to protect your moonshine back then. But if you walk around open carrying a shotgun.
Mm-hmm. In a dope holster like fucking Bruce Campbell had in Army of Darkness. If a guy open carried a chainsaw hand and had a slung sawed-off shotgun, I'd be like, all right, that guy can open carry.
Yeah. Obviously.
Only in S-Mart, though.
Great. Hail to the king, baby. All right, Greg, that brings us back to you, big fella.
When you steal something and you get caught red-handed, to be caught in the act of doing something wrong. This originates from an Old English law that ordered any person to be punished for butchering an animal that wasn't his own. The only way the person could be convicted is if he was caught with the animal's blood still on his hands. Red. Caught red-handed.
Don't steal things with blood.
Well,
that's what I
wash your hands after.
Yeah, but if you're caught red-handed, that means you didn't have time to wash.
You're like caught there in the house still, you know? Go and use the bathroom.
Not necessarily. You could be the obvious culprit.
They do not say anything about that on the back of a box of wet naps. Perfect for cleaning the blood from your hands so you're not caught red-handed.
I feel like that would be a great slogan.
What are we still doing here podcasting? Why aren't we making wet wipes specifically for getting the blood out of your hands?
We're just trying to break the ice.
Meet at my house, 0800. I'll bring the wet wipes.
We'll have a celebrity endorsement with Dexter.
I feel like it should be O.J. Simpson. And that's how we'll launch into Naked Gun 3. Of course, I'll take the role of Leslie Nielsen.
Of course.
Or he have his brother Liam Neeson take over.
I had to think that for a second, and then it really pissed me off. Don't ever do that again.
I have that effect on people. All right, I'm going to do one more, boys. All right, this is take the piss. I think we've all heard this term before. It means to mock someone or something. But back in the day, when clothes were dyed with a natural dye, stale urine was used as a mordant, which stops a natural dye from leaching out of the cloth. The textile industry needed all the urine it could get, so workers would go around and collect specifically designated chamber pots full of urine for people's houses. It was probably the least desirable job at the time, so people who did it would often lie about the profession. And so the question was born from those in doubt, really? Are you taking the piss? I don't know why we didn't have this job come up on our jobs episode, because, wow, that would be a terrible job.
Taking the piss.
I don't think I've ever even heard of it before.
Oh, well.
Learn something every
day. You've never
day.
taken a piss?
Never.
Fuck.
I only do number 2s. I make it worth it. I'm economical.
How you taking the piss out of me? You never heard that shit? Come on.
Yeah, I guess when you say that way.
As long as I say it in an English
Yeah,
accent.
you saying a
Yeah,
piece
well,
out
it's
of
clearly
me.
derived from England.
Shit.
All right, so my last one is it's probably Greg's favorite. It's dick all.
Dick all. What does that mean?
Yeah. You ask why? Dick all over his face.
Oh,
Right on.
No, but actually, it's an example is like you haven't done dick all, like meaning you haven't done anything. Like my Sunday, I didn't do dick all. I didn't even leave my house. But I couldn't find any origins.
I was gonna say, yeah, I didn't do anything any Sunday either, but I don't think I did dick all.
If you accomplish something, that's more than dick all. That's
dick up.
That's dick up.
It's dick none. Dick all, dick none.
I think we just came up with our own common phrase. What'd you do this weekend? Dick none.
Ooh. Well, I dicked all. I win.
Dick off. That's another. God, there's so many dick phrases.
Yeah, but
I had
you
no
gotta
idea.
do an English accent. Oh, I dick off.
All right, Greg, you got one more for us before we call it a night.
All right. Well, sometimes, we can get a little crazy and we be flying off the handle, suddenly becoming enraged. The origin, this one is said to come from poorly made axes of the 1800s that would literally detach from the handle. Yikes. It says that too. Yikes.
Thanks for that.
Like, oh man. I know it's not that. The hammer didn't fly to your hammer. Remember at that party at your place when we were playing the hammer game? When you had to hammer the nail down with keeping your arm straight. And
yeah, when I hit my cousin.
Yeah, you cocked the hammer back and smacked her right in the head. She was all right though, but
yeah, luckily it wasn't bad.
Luckily it didn't fly off the handle.
I was not flying off the handle. I was trying to win the game, and she got too close.
Seems like that's on her.
It was on her. She
Yes,
got close in the proximity.
You don't climb the fence at a zoo, right? It's on you.
Yeah. It just sticks with me,
Now, how closely antiquated is this with off the chain or off the hook?
Ooh.
I don't know. Tell me the origin.
I don't know.
Oh, off the hook comes from a fisherman. He had a fish hooked on, and it just got off the hook.
Fish on, fish off.
Unfortunately.
I feel like off the chain refers to the guys who had the ball and chain back in the day. Yo, let's get this ball off the chain, son.
I feel like
Now
we jumped the shark.
Well, whatever your rule of thumb is, that's fine. Just don't go painting the town red.
Well, you should mind your P's and Q's.
Okay, I need you to stop beating around the bush, Greg. Maybe we need a game to break the ice.
We're pulling out all the stops, huh?
More than you can shake a stick at.
A game? Is it a dish fit for the gods?
This game is going to be better than sliced bread.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm pleased as punch with how we just did that, guys.
Yeah.
All right, let's play it. Let's go the whole 9 yards.
And then we're done. I'll sleep tight.
And I don't want to wake up feeling under the weather.
Hey, well, you're no spring chicken.
If you guys are playing games with me, you're barking up the wrong tree.
I think I've had enough of this. Time to go cold turkey.
Yeah, please. Oh, did it again. Got me.
Damn it. Straight from the horse's mouth. Wait.
Nice job, boys.
Turn it back around and start it over.
Now we're going to introduce them all again.
It's a curse segment. All right, nice job, boys. All right, everybody, get ready for a little segment that we like to call
Greg vs.Maine.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, your host, Rucksack Ryan here. And today we're going to be talking to Greg Hoey, who just recently moved to Maine. Greg, are you ready to answer some of these questions?
Ready?
All right, Greg. Well, everybody knows there's a lot of little critters here in Maine. How have you been faring with the wildlife so far?
Well, this year is absolutely a nightmare with fucking ticks. Every time I let the dogs out, there's a fucking tick on a dog. I've gone through 3 bottles of this tick spray on my yard, and I mow the lawn like once or twice a week because ticks. And on top of that, I was on the shitter the other day, and I saw something fucking dash across the floor. And it was like, I don't know, I thought it was a giant spider. And I like lifted the carpet or the rug, and it was like the centipede / caterpillar that was like out of
like silverfish.
It was like out of a fucking. I don't know, dude. It was like out of a fucking alien movie. It was fucking horrible. It was like a caterpillar had sex with like one of those centipedes that are from the rainforest.
I believe they call them centipedes.
Yeah, but have you seen Bug Wars on Sci-Fi show?
I think I maybe caught an episode or 2.
Okay. Well, yeah. There's some centipedes there that are fucking long as fuck, and they would fuck you up.
Have you seen the movie Ticks, starring Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I actually have. And they kill him with weed, right? Or they blow weed at him?
No, the ticks got stronger because they were using chemicals to make the weed stronger, like steroids, and then the ticks started eating the weed, and they got fucking huge. Carlton in that movie was on steroids too, and it was great watching him play a tough guy in a horror movie. I believe a giant tick burst out of him towards the end of the movie.
Oh man, yeah, tick. Fuck ticks. Those are the worst things in the world.
Yeah, I pull 3 or 4 off my cat every day. So,
Oh, your cat goes outside?
Yeah, dude, she's a Maine Coon. It's her thing.
Gross.
It's her thing.
Not your cat. Not a Maine Coon cat. Like I would keep her inside. Sorry, Coon.
Nah. This cat, inside. Dude. Until you've seen this cat climb a tree, you ain't seen shit in your life. Like most cats, I had another cat before that was like a Bengal tiger cat. And she would skillfully climb up shit and tiptoe onto tiny shit and just hang on the end of it. Molly is a beast of a cat, and she literally hugs the tree and climbs it like a goddamn bear. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And
cats are cool as hell.
And she's killing fucking rodents left and right. So yeah, I'm all about my baby.
Earning her keep.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, I'll buy you the fancy cat food you like, the Sheba tuna flavored hun. You just keep slaughtering those rodents.
Bringing them right on my fucking rug and dropping them right in the middle.
I don't give a shit, Greg. I am a Maine resident. I live in the goddamn woods, okay? I'm not a highfalutin city fella like you. I hear that shit crawling underneath my floors and in my walls and shit. And it's really unsettling to fall asleep when you hear that shit.
Angry cats get the cheap food.
I hear it too. I got rats and mice running around my bed like a little racetrack, and I'm a Maine resident. I'm cool with it.
Rats and mice in your bed, huh?
And snakes and tigers, all that stuff.
Shit.
I fought a bear.
You're like the guy that wears a surfing shirt. You're full of shit.
There's a bear in my backyard today, going after the dogs. I punched it.
And then what happened?
Cool.
It ran off. I was like, holy shit. That dude.
You're not lying, are you? You're not lying, are you, Greg?
I am a lion. Lion heart, bro.
These are great stories from Maine.
All right,
keep going.
All right. I believe Rucksack Ryan has another question for you. Rucksack. Yes, Greg. Greg, a lot of people say that you highfalutin city folk can't handle the outback of Maine. How do you respond?
I can camp. I've been camping.
When was the
I
last
don't like
time?
to camp, actually, Melanie.
When
was
was
just
the last time
asking
you went
me
camping?
if I want to go
When your
camping.
dad brought everything you would need?
No, I went camping. Actually, I don't know if the last time I went was with like Corey and a couple of my friends, and this was like tick like thing with like pinchers, and we're like, "What the fuck is that?" It's like a tick had sex with a spider. It was a whole thing, and then we went home. We're like, "Fuck that!" I don't know. I think it started raining, but I don't know.
I'm not a. I don't study insects for a living, but I'm pretty sure a tick already is a spider.
A tick's a spider?
I believe it's an arachnid. Yes.
Ugh. I'm just thinking parasite, devil spawn, little demon.
What about the Lone Star tick? You guys heard of that shit?
Oh yeah, the one with the dot on it.
Only in Texas?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. If you get bit by the Lone Star tick, you develop an allergy to red meat.
Yeah.
How fucked up is that? What kind of superpower is that?
Well, that would suck.
Right? One day you're enjoying a delicious hamburger, you get bit by a tick, and all of a sudden, you're woke and vegan the next day.
Like you take it off and look in the mirror like, I can't eat meat anymore.
No. No. No!
Wait. I can. Oh, wait, no. It is a Lone Star. I can't. Fuck.
Now, does that happen to everybody, or is that just some
It's just,
cases?
I don't know if it's every case, but it's definitely come up enough times to have an article written about it.
Lone Star!
Okay. Individual bitten by the Lone Star tick can develop an allergy antibody to alpha gal, but not everyone does.
Hmm.
Can't
Well,
touch me.
That would suck. Symptoms include hives, swelling, vomiting, wheezing, and anaphylaxis, whatever the fuck that
Not us Maine folk, right, Ryan?
Shut up, Greg. You're not one of us.
Anaphylaxis, sorry.
I feel like you well done steak people anyway deserve fucking
Well done. You think
red
I'm a
meat
well done?
allergy.
You think I'm a well done steak person?
I know one of us is.
Who's that?
Weirdos, I don't know. I'm all about that blood.
You're fucking lying, Seamus.
I want it fucking raw and then frozen, and then I'll eat it.
But actually, I don't know.
That's how raw I like
I just
it.
I just fired up my grill last week. I think last week, yeah, for the first time this season. Okay. I made some steak tips. I didn't burn them. You know,
it's crazy, Seamus. I check my mailbox every day. I guess the invite to your barbecue must have got lost somewhere along the way, huh?
It was myself and one other person.
Ooh, details.
Damn it. Can you send me some steak tips in the mail?
You could have had all the fat I threw away. I bought a package of steak tips, and I think I threw out more than half of it because it was just all.
And you a medium steak tip guy? You're medium well, I bet.
Yeah, medium.
Yeah,
well.
I knew it.
Knew it.
What are you, fucking bloody?
Me?
I used to be burnt as shit, and like fucking, but now I've come to
I don't want
a little bit more.
I don't want to chew a piece of steak for 45 minutes with that well done shit. I want it to slide down my throat in a bloody, fatty, raw mess.
I get it, but again, I don't like the fat and discrepancies. So the longer you cook the steak, the less fat there is.
I just figure for a guy that's always trying to save time, you might want to have to chew the steak as little as possible.
Yeah, steak does take a while to cook. When
Steak and shake.
I don't know what that means, Greg.
It's a restaurant, but I always, thought of like steak and shake. So I thought like steak in a blender as a shake.
We thought wrong.
I know, but that's what I think of when I think of steak and shake.
Greg, what have been your biggest challenges in moving from the big city to the woods of Maine?
I mean, I'm pretty manly, so I can handle anything. I've been one-wheeling to the beach, mowing the lawn. Though one time when I was mowing the lawn and picking up my dog's poop like a responsible dog owner does. Did I mention I rescued my dog? And I saw this poop and it was like really like stringy and small. And I went to pick it up with the bag in hand. And it turns out it was a snake, a Maine snake. And
Oh, they're deadly.
Yeah, those garter snakes are really out to get you, bud.
that's what it was. But I'm deathly afraid of snakes. I threw it.
And spiders and bugs. And
Oh, my. I'm starting to, I mean, I've been working obviously I work in gardens and stuff, and I see spiders, and, sometimes I'll talk to spiders. I'll see them on the wall and be like, hey, we're cool. Just, stay the fuck out of my room or don't touch me when I'm sleeping. All right. You guys ever talk to spiders?
Yeah, I said, sorry, you came in here, you have to die. Don't come to my home.
You don't have any animals either, so you can bomb your house if you need to.
I don't have an issue.
I don't have a problem with spiders. They eat a lot of the fucking shit we actually do hate, like mosquitoes and fucking pests. So I'm pro spider. I'll leave a spider alone.
Yeah, me too.
But when I was a kid, I used to squish daddy long legs in my fingers and smell them afterwards. They smell horrible. That's because someone's like, it's the worst smell in the world. So then I had to tell everybody I knew.
If only they knew.
All right, Greg. Well, I just want to clarify something you said a moment ago. You said you're manly. I go one-wheeling. Is that what you said?
One-wheeling?
I'm just clarifying for the audience. Is that what you said?
I'm not manly. I'm personally.
Greg, answer the question.
That's what I said. Yeah, one-wheeling's tough.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, ladies out there, he's saying that you can't one wheel. It's not cool
my
one
God.
wheel.
That's why I said I'm personally. Like I'm just I'm a strong person, and I'm
actually getting a phone call from my neighbor who is a logger, and he just, hi, yeah, Mark, yeah, one wheeling is not manly. Oh, pretty sissy, you say? All right, I'll let him know. Greg, my logging neighbor, who's probably killed a bear with his bare hands, said there's nothing manly about one wheeling.
Yeah,
how do you respond?
Tell him one time I stacked some wood. What's up?
I actually just sent him the picture of your one wheel at the beach and your one wheel on the dock, and well, his opinion hasn't shifted. Moving on. Rupsack, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Final question? Okay, great. All right, here we go. Greg, do you have any funny stories from the vacation land you want to tell us?
Let's see here. I don't know. I might have told them already.
Strong way to end the segment, Greg.
Yeah, you had like all these funny stories you want to tell.
I just wanted to tell a couple stories. That was it. Hold on, let me think.
I have a funny story, Greg. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the time that my well ran dry for almost a month and a half. Is that a funny story, Greg?
That's not.
Do you know how I filled up milk jugs to flush my toilet every day, Greg? I'd have to drive about 25 minutes down to this little pipe that comes out of a mountain and trickles down the side of this mountain. I had to fill up milk jugs by this trickle. It would take about 45 minutes to fill, I don't know, 20 milk jugs. Is that a funny story, Greg?
What are you, fucking Willow Loftgood?
I'm just saying. I don't know if you've experienced Maine yet, Greg.
I have experienced Maine. I've been living here for fucking 2 months.
That's why they say never let your well run dry.
Well, I can't fucking rain dance and make the rains come down, Seamus.
Here's a funny story. When I got to Maine, one time I went down this trail on my one wheel, and I just missed a puddle by like 3 inches.
All right, great statement, Greg.
Manly, extreme.
And then a dog barked at me, and a couple looked at me weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Maine life.
It's because they knew you weren't one of us.
No, they knew. I had like a Maine hat on and a Maine shirt.
Oh, I stand corrected.
University of Maine shirt, and the hat said, I love Maine.
Greg, how many episodes of Down East Dickering have you watched?
Oh, I've seen all the Down East Dickering around here.
Well, just for a little research, Greg, go rewatch Down East Dickering just so you can fit in. I have to go to this. I already explained that I have to go to the dump here in Maine, and I have the most stereotypical looking dump owners you've ever seen in your life. Every day they have orange camo hats, red checkered shirts, and the fucking biggest gray beards you've ever seen in your life. And
suspenders?
Oh yeah, of course. Orange or tape measure. Either way.
Maybe we've been seeing the same dump. I've been to multiple dumps in Maine.
Anyways, well, when I first started going there, I had this hula dancing Homer doll that sat on my dashboard, and he was starting to fall apart. And the guy from the dump's like, "Oh my God, what's going on with Homer?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, he's seen better days." He's like, "Oh man, you can't let him fall apart like that." So one year around Christmas, I gifted this dump guy my hula dancing Homer, and he repaired him and has him to this day. And now it's been 10 years, mind you, boys. And almost every time I go to the dump, people are like, "Hey, look, it's the guy who killed Homer."
I would hate that. When I was working in Boston, one of the dudes quit. And like this guy used to get lobster off him all the time. And when I'd gas up, and every time I gas up, he's like, "You see Matt anymore? You still getting lobster?" I called him about lobster, and he never called me back about lobster. Do you think you can get me some lobster? This was like every time I gassed up, which was every fucking day. I was like, oh my God. I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't talk to Matt anymore. Leave me alone. So opposite of your story.
Don't you think you could have gone to a different gas station?
No, I had to go to Ryder in Boston.
Gotcha.
Truck.
Gotcha. All right, well, that concludes our first episode of fucking Greg versus Maine. I'm sure maybe something will happen to him in the future. And
I'll live. Again. I'll live some days.
Can we just big thank you to Rupsack. Thanks, Rupsack. You're welcome. All right. Talk to you later, man. Yeah, see you later. All right, great. All right, that was a great segment, guys. But what I think the people want is something new. Something that we fabricated on our own.
Lies.
Seamus, I think perhaps you have a new segment for us.
2 facts on fabrication. 2 facts on fabrication. 2 facts on fabrication. 2 facts on fabrication. 2 facts on fabrication.
All right. So obviously I'm going to give you 3 facts, and you're both going to pick 2 facts and 1 that you think is false. Or just give me the one you think is false, I guess. Yeah. All right. So the apple you buy in the grocery store could be over a year old. 2, newborn babies can't drown because their windpipes close in response to being submerged. And number 3, the average cloud weighs around 5 pounds. So A, the apple you buy in the grocery store is over a year old. B, newborn babies can't drown because their windpipes close in response to being submerged. And C, the average cloud weighs 5 pounds. So, Ryan, which one do you think is false?
I want to say it's A.
Okay, Greg, which one do you think is false?
I'm going to say B, because motherfucking babies can drown.
All right. So the false statement there was the average cloud weighs around 5 pounds.
Whoa. Babies can drown.
According to scientists, the weight of the average cumulus cloud is 1.1 million pounds. That's the equivalent of 100 elephants.
What is the approximate weight of the Sirius Stratus?
I don't know. Science didn't tell me that. But anyways,
research.
So, all right, back to the apples. So I guess in the United States, fruits ripen during a very short period between August and September. So keeping them in stores the rest of the year requires that the apples be treated with chemicals and kept in cold storage. In a warehouse setting, they often sit at least 9 to 12 months, and one investigation showed that on average, apples are 14 months old.
Ew.
Isn't that crazy? I was shocked to see that.
I guess.
Also, newborn babies can't drown. That reflex that protects them disappears at 6 months old.
I don't believe that.
I got a question. Are you endorsing that it's okay for parents of new children to put their baby in a tub and take a nap?
Folks here at You Can Eat That Crust do not recommend you testing this theory. Unless you have the bathwater baby to get rid
So
of.
if you had a baby and you just held if you held the said baby underwater the whole time, it would just fucking be like Aquaman.
How did we get less dope as we got older? I want to go back to when I couldn't drown.
It's like looking at me smiling.
I didn't have achy back and joints.
It's like, you can't kill me, motherfucker. I can't drown.
Okay, so neither of you has a point. You're both going into the next round with 0.
All right.
Fuck.
Shit.
All right. Part 2. A. Children of identical twins are genetically siblings and not cousins. B. A fortune cookie company once foretold the lottery resulting in 110 winners. Or C. You're more likely to get a computer virus from visiting religious sites than porn sites.
It's definitely C.
Okay. Ryan goes C. Greg?
I'm going B again.
All right. B. Greg. Let's see. So, I messed up.
Did I win?
No, those are all true.
So we did win. Oh, no, we were looking for the false ones. Fuck.
All right. We're going to do that again. Do a different one.
Yeah.
So actually, let's back to that. I botched that. According to research from security firm Symantec, religious websites carry 3 times more malware threats than pornography sites. Symantec found that the average number of security threats on religious sites was around 115 compared to adult content sites, which carried around 25. In fact, only 2.4% of adult sites were infected with malware. So who's the real sinners, huh?
Oh, shit.
I would say, coincidentally enough, the best way to get a virus from a pastor is to be an altar boy.
Ooh, hey, count it.
And children of identical twins are cousins whose parents are identical twins share 25% of their DNA instead of the usual 12.5%, while full siblings share 50% of DNA, half siblings share 25%. So they're more akin to a half sibling than a cousin.
Twins are disgusting.
And the fortune company in 2005, one Powerball drawing had a shocking 110 second place winners who all attributed their luck to a fortune cookie.
That's sick.
Well, hot dog.
Wonton Food, a Chinese fortune cookie factory in Long Island City, just so happened to correctly foretell 5 of the 6 winning numbers.
Do they also make wontons?
I'm sure they do.
Oh, good.
The best
All
kind.
right, let me not mess up this one. All right. A. Beer is legally classified as a soft drink in Russia. B.
Russia, beer drinks
Polar bears have been mating with grizzlies in the Arctic, making a new animal called pizzlies. Or 3. Lobsters used to be so cheap, they were frequently used to feed prisoners.
All right. Can I weigh in on this right off the bat?
Lobsters guy?
I'm going to say I know B is true because I read an article about it. C is also true because that's the fucking shit they would feed prisoners back in the day in Australia. So I'm going to say A is the correct answer.
Sweet, I'm going to say A too, thanks.
So you're saying A is false.
A is falsetto.
Oh, shit,
You-
no.
You're saying, what are you saying, Greg?
I don't know. Now you're making me think he's wrong.
What do you think? Don't fucking go with him.
He tricking me again? Well, he just said he read articles.
Well, does that mean he's right?
Yeah, probably.
Anybody can say that.
I know, it's true. He's fucking with my head like that Beck song. Okay. Can you repeat the question again? I'm sorry.
A. Beer is legally classified as a soft drink in Russia.
Yeah,
B,
oh yeah, the Pixies or the Pipsies.
The Pizzlies. Yeah,
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies are mating with Arctic whatever. There's polar bears are mating with grizzlies in the Arctic, making a new animal called the Pizzly. Or C. Lobsters used to be so cheap they were frequently used to feed prisoners.
Yeah, I'm going A.
Well, you would be right. Tag along.
Whoa.
Fuck yeah.
Beer was only legally classified as a soft drink in Russia until 2011.
Gotcha.
Oh, man.
I read articles, bro.
In Russia, beer drinks you.
All right, well, let's do one more. Hopefully, one of you can stand out. A. Wild dolphins call each other by name.
Hey, what up, Ricky?
B. Your stomach acid is strong enough to dissolve metal. Or C. In the 16th and 17th centuries, wealthy Europeans ate remedies containing dog parts to cure disease.
I'm going to go with A again as being false.
Yeah, give me the A again. I'm pretty sure I'm going with A as well.
A. Wild dolphins call each other by name.
I don't know the rest. I know the other ones. Yeah, I'm going with A.
Okay, well, I don't know how they know this, but apparently that's true. Scientists have blown our minds again.
It's
Somehow
science.
They know that dolphins call each other by name.
It's probably somebody at SeaWorld every morning's like, what up, Bob? And it just ignores him. They're like, Bob's a dick. He ignores me every day. But Bob doesn't know that he's Bob.
So
This dolphin.
this was another trick question. Because in the 16th and 17th centuries, wealthy Europeans were not eating dog parts. They were actually eating human body parts to cure disease.
Delicious. Why'd you try to trick us in the last question that we needed to get?
All right, well, we're going to do one more because neither of you guys have scored a damn point. Actually, sorry, you both have one.
Two tricks.
So wait, all of those were true?
No.
No. We were right.
So which one was?
It was
The
A.
Europeans
No.
ate
Right.
human.
Yeah.
I said dog,
Right,
but
yeah.
dog parts.
Okay. All right. That's kind of a misnomer. But
Yeah, so I said it was a trick. I shouldn't. A. The silhouette on the NBA logo is of Hall of Fame Boston Celtic Bill Russell. B. Cheese is the most shoplifted food in the world. Or C. Dentures were once made out of actual human or animal teeth.
I'm going to go A again, I guess, to be false.
Yeah, you're right. It is A. I know that one.
So I figured, Greg, you might know that one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I knew that one right away. I was like, it's not fucking Bill Russell.
Who is it then?
Jerry West.
All right, you win for that.
Woo!
I should have given Ryan the chance to answer that first. Would you have known it, Ryan?
No, fuck no. All the other shit I already knew. Just like most of the other questions you already asked because I read articles.
Well, what team does Bill Russell play for? Chance to steal. Or what team did Bill Russell play for?
And that was a great basketball pun, Greg, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I totally did that.
Yeah, I think we all know that I'm not the sports one. I'm the one who knows all the shit. I'm the host with the most, okay? I don't know.
I'm giving you a chance to guess what
There's
basketball.
no fucking chance for me to steal. I can Google it real quick if
Just
you want me
pick
to
one
win.
team.
You don't know a team?
Fucking, let's go. The Lakers.
Oh,
his rival.
Ding, ding, ding.
Be the
The steal.
I thought we were talking about Bill Russell. I said Bill Russell.
What?
We're talking about Bill Russell.
Oh, I thought I meant Jerry West.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, Jerry West was a Laker, but Bill Russell was A Boston Celtic.
Do I fucking win or not?
No,
What do
you
you-
lost.
I have to go wake up my kids and let them know if that's support. if that's
You
the
lost.
case.
I won. Wake them up and tell them I won. They'll be happy.
Now, Greg, I would just real quick. If I hadn't told you the facts that I already knew about question 2, do you think you would have answered the same?
No.
Objection. It's conjecture.
He just openly admitted I won.
All right, Ryan. Good job. Congratulations.
What? No.
Yes.
You
You gained the steal. Actually, no, because I was talking about Jerry West. You were talking about Bill.
Yeah, you gave me the answer. I didn't ask for that. I just sat there quietly and waited to answer. And
Either way, I just sportsed so hard, and the people know that now. And we all know who the true victor
I'm pretty
is.
sure all the Wilson maniacs out there are pissed
right.
off that I won, but, it's the way it is.
There's a tie. Ryan, the sportster Wilson, and Greg, the underachiever Hoey, who cheats on his test.
I won that hands down.
Yeah, let me consult with Judge Gordon Shumway to see what he has to say. What do you say, Gordon? Ah! You lost. All right, everyone. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's show. Thank you for tuning in and listening. I'm your motherfucking host, Ryan Wilson, signing out.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Follow us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Spotify. Check us out on Apple Music Podcast. And thanks for the support. If you guys think we're doing a good job, check us out on Anchor, Patreon.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, all. Thanks for listening.
Good night. Check us out. I'm just joking.
And remember, everybody, in Crust, we trust. This ends our podcast. Well, Ma, the shirt clearly says they love their job, but she looks dead on the inside.
You don't climb the fence at a zoo, right?
Tricking me again? Well, he just said he read articles.